So guys, it's been a couple of months since we had the fake Techart car versus the real Techart car video come out, and there's been a full transformation that's going to be happening now. We've got the real Techart parts. They have arrived, so we're going to be cracking on with that car and also doing the ES900 conversion.
This here is now going OEM Techart. So right here we have the front wings, the real front wings. So these are a full carbon fiber front wing. And it's got the carbon inserts as well for the fins. So with the, it just looks like, I mean, you'll see the old ones as they were before. Nothing was actually done on them, so they were fake, fully fake. They were still carbon, but not full carbon. But this bit here was all part of the wing, so this bit here is actually all separate. So underneath here is there's a plastic mounting, and then here, as you can see, each one of these are all real carbon fiber blades. Now they are just overlays on this, but it just makes the car look so aggressive. So obviously, yeah, we've got the front wings here. I'm currently building the front bumper. Now, it's taken obviously a while for paint and stuff like that, and do you know what I mean, all the bits. Now, what I had to do on this, which was more complicated than it was even building the kit, was I had to strip the old front bumper. So bearing in mind, these kits are fully bonded. Now you do have obviously the odd screws and whatnot that goes in the car, but most of it is fully bonded. As you can see, I've masked all of this up. So everything that you see that I've bonded on here now that's masked up was actually off his original bumper. And it was a bit of a pain in the ass to get off. So obviously you've got to heat it, but not too much because you'll end up bubbling the paint. Same with the carbon, you're going to heat it, but not too much because obviously the lacquers start cracking on it, and then that carbon's pretty much done. And because it's so paper thin as well, you've just got to take a lot of time and care to do the job properly. Otherwise, he's going to end up spending another fortune buying everything brand new. So the customer's bought the front bumper just with the insert. So obviously with the plastic inserts, obviously hold everything here. So this is brand new, bumper's brand new, sorry, insert's brand new, bumper's brand new. All of these are still off of his old bumper. He's obviously got his front split. Everything's mounted on here and bonding. So I've got to wait for it to dry. Once that's done, I'll be going on to the rear bumper. Now I've got to mount everything on the rear bumper while the bumper's on the car as well, so it's a little bit more difficult, but it's just because everything's shaped as it is. So if I'm doing it off of the car, the bumper's going to want to come out, and then you're not going to get the right bond. It's going to probably pull away when you put it on the car. So yeah, it's a complicated kit, but this is now the third one I've done now. We've done Pete Shepherd's 992, and then we've also done Rob's blue one, which was the full Techart one, which was insane. He had all the dry carbon on it as well. And then he went for the HRE carbon wheels on the car as well. So yeah, we're doing bits here now, man.
So it looks like these Techart kits are synonymous with ES900s, because if you guys remember, this bad boy blue one behind me has also got the ES900 kit and a very, very unique Techart one-off matte carbon kit on that. So the ES900 is a bolt-on package for the stock turbo. It utilizes the stock frame turbos, which we then change and upgrade the internals to make them hybrid versions. The intercoolers are also upgraded. The intake system is changed, as well as the exhaust system. We also upgrade the headers. We also add an additional methanol injection system. Now this is optional. It doesn't need to be working all the time, because we now have developed the switchable map system, which we will also be showing you on this car, which means that you can switch meth on and off by the flick of a button, and the car will be completely safe to drive. So there's no dramas there at all. We also upgrade the diverter valves to avoid any boost leak issues. We upgrade the map sensors to ensure that the car can see enough boost, because from factory they are limited with the 3-bar map sensors. Apart from that, we do our custom ECU tuning and transmission tuning, and all of that combined gets you a 900 wheel horsepower monster. So guys, the figures on Joao's ES900 are in, and we ended up with 836 wheel horsepower on this one. So the power on this one is a little bit lower than the others because we have detuned it slightly for European fuel. It's going to be out in Portugal, so we don't want to be pushing too much on fuel that's going to be low quality potentially. And on top of that, the car is quite high mileage. It has got 100,000 kilometers on there, so it's something that we obviously don't want to be, you know, pushing the car to its limits at all. So with that, it's going to be a nice, reliable setup, and still very, very fast. It's 1,000 crank horsepower, and yeah, it's not a slouch, as you will find out with the Draggy very soon. But before that, what we're going to do with these nice brand new parts, it's going to go now for its PPF treatment and make sure that it gets there in Portugal with the best possible condition.
Many hours later.
So guys, we have just completed the finishing touches on Joao's car. As you can see, we're back at EPS in conjunction with Auto Rap Lab Studios, who have been completing the final PPF finishes on the car. It's been a bit of an extensive process because obviously it's not something that is off the shelf. It's a full custom Techart car, so it's taken them a while to get that PPF done on it. And also we obviously had to wait for the paint to cure and everything correctly. So yeah, it might have been a change of seasons while we've been waiting and everything for the whole car to be finalized, but we are there. Let's go show you how it looks. So guys, it looks like a completely different car now. It looks insane. Come check it out. So as you can see, the front genuine Techart wings are now fitted on there correctly, and they look amazing. None of that fake stuff that was there previously. It's got the genuine Techart front bonnet on there now as well, and the new bumper that's now been refitted correctly. The side skirts, like you can see now, they're all solid. Nothing's hanging off like it was before. And if you guys remember this was all wavy. It's nice and solid now. And then if you come around to the back, the diffuser, again, the fitting. If you remember previously, the fitment on it, it was all way off. As you can see now, it's all fitted nice and smoothly, like it should be, an OEM type of fit on there. The other thing that you guys may have noticed or may not have so far is the wheels. It's obviously been changed over to some custom offset wheels, our own brand as well. And if you look at it, I mean, the center lock wheels, you can't get a spacer on, but if you look at how they fit now, it is perfectly within the arch. And even with the wider Techart front arches, it still sits in there very, very nicely. Right guys, so we have Paul here who runs Auto Rap Lab, and he is the man who's been in charge of transforming this car with his stunning PPF. So Paul, just tell us a little bit about...
So the Tecart's obviously a very special car. There's been a lot of intricate work that's gone into it, a lot of custom design. There are no patterns for this PPF kit. So it has been 7 constant days of templating, custom cutting off the car, making sure every piece fits, going through, applying, reapplying, making sure we're happy with all the corners, no white edges, making sure every piece fits. So for example, this was one of our biggest challenges, making sure that every PPF piece comes all the way to the edge with no white lines. And so we probably templated this 3 or 4 times to make sure things like this around the Techart logo, making sure every corner, every tiny little piece is folded over the edge, especially on the custom wings. Now coming down, the biggest challenge actually out of the whole car was this entire bumper had to be done out of 5 big bumper sized pieces of PPF, because you have the carbon, you have a separate stripe here, another stripe here, and then you have the whole black piece, and then you have a separate black piece here. Now that basically means, because there's no pattern, we can't just custom cut a small piece like this. We have to do 5 individual pieces, cut them out, put them on the car, lay them on the car and stretch them with 2 people to make sure everything fits perfectly. We even went to the level of detail, for example, if we come to the side skirt over here, we've gone all the way in with the custom pattern, and I don't know if the camera can see this, but on the bonnet, the PPF goes all the way into the triangle at the back, all the way to the edges here. So this makes sure that there's full road coverage all the way here, and here we've got the racing sport kit. We've got extra protection, so PPF on top of PPF, to make sure that this car can take real bashing on the road and still come back and be bright and shining like new. A lot of level of protection, especially. It is XPEL Ultimate Plus, so it's the best film you can get on the market. 10-year guarantee on the film, no yellowing, no peeling, and it's also heat repairable, which means if you do get a small nick on the film, you can take out a hairdryer as a customer, give it a little bit of a heat, and it will go back to how it was. Steck Dyno Flex. It is one of the best windscreen films you can get on the market. Now you've got a level of protection which will last probably the best part of a good part of a year if you're using the car. But obviously with the windscreen being a high impact area, that's an area where protection is key, especially when you're going at the speeds that the ES kit provides. It's one of those things where your windscreen, you know, we're talking a couple of £1,000 minimum, plus labour to get it replaced by Porsche. You know, for the sake of the best part of £600-700, you've got protection for a year. And if it lasts longer, fantastic, and if not, obviously we're here to help again. Because we put all the hard effort into templating this car, when another one comes in now, we're going to have all those templates on file. It's obviously unique to ourselves, and we're going to be working solely with ES to make sure that we provide the best possible kit for a Techart. And I don't think any other PPF company out there can provide that level of service.
So guys, one other thing that we're going to add on to Joao's car is also map switching on the fly. So he'll be able to switch from non-mess to mess via the cruise control. So we're just loading that file onto the car now, and we'll show you exactly how that works. So guys, we've got Joao's map switch here. So the car's on and idling. I will put my foot on the brake, cruise control up, and it will go into a different map. And then just up and down on that to put it into each map. The cruise control still works as normal as well. This only activates when my foot is on the brake. And then if I'm in map 2, for example, and I'm not too sure which map I'm in and I want to check, just to put on the brake slightly, cruise control with you, and it will show you exactly what map you're in as well.